All right, the Tennessee Titans are linked to a massive draft trade, and I need your help, Tennessee Titans fans, because this one's interesting to me. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to teams that just kind of under the radar, that just don't get the love from the national media. And the Titans are definitely one of those teams, and we just felt that for years as Lions fans. Just not a big market team, just kind of get overlooked. So love showing you guys love. Here is the draft trade that's like, okay, this is interesting, and I'm going to show you why. At first I don't like it, but now I think it makes sense. The Titans could be a trade offer from the Raiders. So the Raiders are dying for a quarterback. They sit at pick 6, which the quarterbacks will probably be gone by then. And they just can't go with Minshew and O'Connell again. They got to just change the course of their franchise and go get a quarterback. They have to. So if they're going to go up to 3 or 2, why not just go up to 1 with the Titans and make the change? Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders. That's who they should be going for. We'll get to Will Levis in a second and what they do at quarterback. But here's why this is interesting. If you go to Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft, he has Abdul Carter going number 1. This is interesting because the Titans said, hey, we just want to take a generational talent. That's what we're doing. That's like, oh, so what does that mean? Well, here's what it means. You could trade out of this pick, and if they want to come up for a quarterback, so let's say Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, and Sanders are 1, 2, 3. That leaves here pick 4, 5, and 6. One of the combination of Will Campbell, Mason Graham, or Abdul Carter. You would get one of those 3 guys. Plus, you'd get picks in the second round. You'd get picks next year's first. You would really end up with the guy that you're basically getting mocked to get right now, plus future picks, if you're okay sticking with your current quarterback situation. We'll get to that in just a second. That is why it's interesting to me. Go back over to this one. You see this mock draft where it's like Cam Ward, done, pick him, done. And you could look at it at a couple different ways. If you go this route, and this is where I need your help, let me know in the comments. It's like, look, we're going to build this thing, kind of build it up for the future. I don't love these 2 quarterbacks, so let's just kind of get as many picks, premium picks, plus do that route. Or it's like, stop, we just need a quarterback. Let me know in the comments what you would do. Because if you go this route, you got Cam Ward, Mike Green. So you get a quarterback, an edge, a wide receiver, an interior offensive lineman, first 4 picks. What's up? You can't go bad with that. But when you think about the Tennessee Titans, the Raiders, I think we overthink the draft, and it's fun, and look, we're talking about it now. We got months to go. But when you really just not overthink it, and instead you think, you know what? Are the Raiders really just going to be like, I don't know. I don't think we need a quarterback this year. We're gonna roll with Russell Wilson. Yeah, right. They have got to come up and make something happen. However, similar to the Titans. So we said we'd talk about the quarterback. There is a world where you're like, okay, what if Will Levis isn't terrible? I don't know that he's terrible. Let me make the argument. It's just a simple, things started to fall off the rails, and they just went off the rails, and it's like, you know what? Is he really that bad? Or is his confidence shot? Then he was trying to make plays, and it just didn't work. Or you could say, yo, we are in the AFC. Do I need to list the quarterbacks? Mahomes, I will. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow. There's 8 quarterbacks that are better than him without even miles ahead of him. So I was like, is he able to get to the playoffs and then beat those guys? No. You kidding me? We need to go after a real quarterback and let's get one now and be done with it. I think the Titans ultimately do that. But to think that, man, you could really prey on the Raiders team that's really looking for additional help and needs a quarterback. and they'll give up picks. They have to. They're just going to do whatever they have to get up to that number 1 pick. All right. Speaking of that, here's why. Because in the free agent world, another thing that's kind of interesting is if you look, Cameron Bynum. So PFF talked about some secondary players that have some potential landing spots, and I really like this one right here. So Cameron Bynum, solid veteran dude, safety, and this is why football is so popular. The Titans have the number 1 overall pick. They can get a quarterback, or they can trade back and get like studs and still future picks, right? They can't go wrong there. But you've got Quandre Diggs who left. It's just like, okay, struggle bus just in the secondary. Let's get a veteran safety. We'll clean that up. We'll draft in the secondary. These are the types of players available in the secondary. Byron Murphy, love it. Another one that I love, Asante Samuel Jr. Okay. All right. Rasul Douglas, veteran guy. Carlton Davis, don't like that. Detroit Lions. But the secondary can just get band-aided enough to get through next year and make some improvements versus where it was this year. There's just so many things that can be done in free agency, and I think the Titans will absolutely fix the secondary. Then you can go through and just start fixing things when you have a quarterback, especially. So I ultimately think they take quarterback and be done with it and just start moving on with the franchise. But let me know in the comments, because here's the thing about the Titans that I just go back to. You're in the AFC, so that sucks because you've got, again, I just read off the premium quarterbacks, but your division is not daunting. So it's crazy because you've got all these great quarterbacks, but your division, you don't see all those guys. And so it's like, okay, the formula's there. Win the division, home playoff game. So win the division, you're in the playoffs, and a home playoff game. Got to win the division. It's not a tall ask to do that. How happy would you be to just be in the playoffs with a home playoff game? Tennessee, I mean, you kidding me? The atmosphere there, just to be back and just the things that would be going on, it would be just awesome. And I just think the formula is there with one of these rookie quarterbacks. Will Levis is really bad. And the available quarterbacks. If you're an available quarterback, you're no good. Who would let a good quarterback go to go look for another team? Nobody. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.